She is writing a description of a temple. Foundation, courtyard, pillar, spire. 4 men, 400 years, 1 building. It is the most quoted description of the Varkari tradition ever written. Every devotee alive still uses her words. There is a man standing in the doorway behind her. He has beaten her for this before. He will beat her again. Her name is Bahinabai. She describes the temple from outside because she has stood outside it her whole life. For more stories built from real texts and real lives, subscribe to Kathavana. Jnanadev laid the foundation. A boy who was dead at 21. He took the Bhagavad Gita and put it into Marathi, the language of the street. Every stone laid after him sits on that floor. 2 centuries later, Bahinabai is born. At 3 years old, she is married to a man 30 years older. Nobody asks her. Her family loses everything and she grows up walking village to village, sleeping wherever they are allowed. The foundation was laid so ordinary people could stand on it. She spends her childhood being carried across it, never allowed to stop and rest. Nobody in this story chose her. Namdev built the courtyard, the place where people gather. He carried the songs out of the manuscripts and into the streets. He made this a movement of ordinary people, not a library owned by scholars. In Kolhapur, her family is given a cow, and the cow has a calf. The calf attaches itself to Bahina with a strange total devotion. When she slips into the Kirtan hall to hear the singing, the calf follows. It lies down at her feet among the adults. Namdev built a courtyard wide enough for everyone. In her world, the only one who walks into it beside her is an animal. Eknath set the pillar. He repaired what had rotted and gave the tradition the Bhagavad in Marathi. He was also a Brahmin who ate with untouchables. His own caste never forgave him for it. Remember that. In that hall, Bahina hears the songs of Tukaram, a grocer who lost his shop and his wife to famine and started singing. He is alive. He is a few days' walk away, and she is forbidden to go to him. He is low caste. She is a Brahmin woman, 2 walls, and she is on the wrong side of both. Nobody in this story chose her, so he comes to her. Inside the house where she is a prisoner, in a dream, Tukaram stands before her. He gives her the mantra. Eknath's pillar holds a roof over everyone. Bahina gets her light shut inside a room. Her husband is a proud man. His wife walks out of his house to hear a low-caste grocer sing. He forbids it. She goes anyway. He beats her for it. She is pregnant at the time. And then Bahina does something almost nobody in her century does. She writes it down. She puts the violence in her own house into her own abang, and she refuses to tidy it. She writes the tear between duty to her husband and her pull toward God. She does not resolve it. She leaves it open on the page. The tradition kept those poems and passed them on, beatings and all. How does a person survive that? She recorded that too. She remembered her previous births, 12 of them. She wrote each one out, who she had been, what she failed at. So this life was not an accident, and it was not a punishment. It was a 13th attempt at something she had failed at for 12 lifetimes. This was the one she was finally going to finish. In a house where she was beaten. In a marriage she never chose. This is not why me. This is again. Until it is done. Then the calf stops eating. It refuses water. It lies down and waits. When it dies with its head in her lap, and Bahina goes down with it. She is unconscious for days. When she wakes, the fear is gone. The only creature in that house that ever chose her freely was dead. What was left was the thing she was being beaten for. After that, the beatings had nothing left to take. Her husband decides to leave her. He gets as far as the door, and then She writes, a burning goes through his body. He drops to his knees in the doorway he used to fill. He stops fighting her. He spends the rest of his life beside her. She never writes that he became a good man. She writes that he stopped and that she kept working. The door he once blocked is the door he now sits in, watching. Tukaram became the Klels, the crowning vessel on the spire, the part you can see from miles away. The man from her dream is the top of the building she describes. And then Behna puts herself into her own metaphor. She says, I am the Dwaja, the flag, not the stone, nothing load bearing, just the cloth at the very top that moves in the wind. It tells you from a distance that the building is alive. It is the humblest position in the whole structure. It is also the highest. Nobody in this story chose her. So she chose her own place and she put it above all of them. Tuka zala se kalas, bhajan kara, savkash, bahini mane fadakti dhwaja. 4 men who never met each other. 400 years. The one who saw how it all fit together was a woman with no authority. She left one last instruction for when the building was finished. Bhajan kara savkash. Now, unhurriedly sing. Take your time, the temple is done. Ask a Varkari today how their lineage fits. They will hand you her answer. She was the only one at the top who could see the whole of it. If this story moved you, hit like, subscribe, and join us for more tales from Kathavana, stories that outlive time.